Good day. My name is Akil Taft, and welcome to Conscious Crusade's YouTube page. I want to encourage everybody to listen to their body and to make sure that they breathe. Also, if there are postures or poses that aren't accessible to you, please, by all means, listen to your body. Don't try to overexert yourself and take it slow. So, without further ado, let's begin. I'm going to start off by coming into a child's pose, typical resting posture in yoga. Bring my big toes to touch, knees wide, push my glutes back to my heels, reach through my fingertips and spread them, and rest on my forehead gently on the mat, and breathe naturally. My belly expands on the inhale, and my belly collapses on the exhale. Scanning the body, trying to soften wherever I feel tension. May want to begin to incorporate my Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of my throat so that my breath is audible. And then maybe declaring an intention for this practice. Let's go and press into our palms and make our way into table. I'm going to start off with a little cat-cow as we warm the spine. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, pressing through my palms, tucking my chin to the chest. And inhaling, making my back into a U. I'm just creating space in my vertebrae. Those who are a little more well practiced, or even those who just want to attempt it, you can go side to side. They want to make circles with your spine, figure eights. Opposite way. And one more cat-cow to just end it. And we'll go ahead and meet in neutral spine. From neutral spine, let's curl the toes under, push our hips up, and then back into our first downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and walk our dog by bending our right knee straight to the left, pushing our hips high. Alternate that a few times. You also want to shake your head gently, yes and no. Releases tension in the neck. Be mindful to press into all 10 finger pads. We tend to forget our thumb and our index finger. And then let's go ahead and jump onto our tippy toes. And send our heels talking about pushing our hips high. The first order of business in down dog is a long spine. If your heels don't touch the mat, no worries. Looking between the hands. Feet to hands. Inhale your spine long, and exhale forward. I'm going to bend my knees generously and lay my belly on the top of my quads. Grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Just waking up those hamstrings. Think about a long torso. Inhale to a flat back, lengthen the spine, not rounding, but lengthen. And exhale forward. Look at your knees and quads. Tuck your chin to your chest, bend your knees, and we'll slowly come to stand. One vertebrae at a time. Your head lifts last. We're a little warm now. So let's come to the tops of our mats. Meet in Tadasana. I like to lift all 10 toes, create space. Relax my toes, line my earlobes, and line my shoulders, hips, and ankles. How about some sun salutations? A modified at first. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, flat back, knees are bent as we fold. Release the neck. Inhale, your spine long. Plant the hands, make your way to plank. Modified. With the elbows touching your sides, slowly lower to chaturanga where we hover. Inhale into cobra, pelvis down, lift your head, neck, shoulders, and chest, draw your shoulders down and back, shoulder blades together, and transition to downward facing dog. And upside down V. 3 to 5 breaths here, remember the cues. Index finger, thumb engaged, spine is long, neck is loose, heels are going toward the mat, pushing the hips high. One more breath. Looking between the hands, feet to hands. Inhale your spine long, and exhale fold. Maybe a little deeper, maybe not. Look up first, arms spread wide, we come to stand. Arm palms at your top, gaze at your thumbs. Lower your hands to heart center. Hands at our side. Let's do another one. Inhale the arms up, palms touch. I'm gonna add a back bend, you don't have to. Exhale, fold. Look at your knees and quads. Inhale your spine long. Plant the hands, make your way to plank. With the elbows gripping the sides, lower slowly to chaturanga where we hover. This time, inhale into up dog. My knees and quads are lifted, heart going toward the ceiling, shoulders up and down the back, and transition to down dog. However you need to get there, your body, your practice. 3 to 5 breaths in down dog. Your spine long, your shoulders away from the ears. Are you breathing? How's about one more breath? Looking between the hands. Bend the knees, feet to hands. Inhale your back flat. And exhale forward. I'm gonna grab my ankles and try to do a nice little tug, not too much. Look up first. Arms spread wide as we come to stand. Our palms at the top. I'm gonna still add a little back bend. And exhale, fold. Hands at our sides. For mountain pose. Inhale the arms up, palms touch. And exhale, fold. Release the neck. Inhale your back flat. Exhale, plant the hands, make your way to plank. Knees can be down in plank with the legs lifted. Make sure your spine is nice and long. Side plank on the right side. Right hand on the mat right below your face. And spiral to the pinky side of that right foot. This right knee is down. I'm in a modified position here. Reaching through my left fingertips. On a nice straight line. And we're breathing. This is modified. You can stagger the feet, put one in front of the other, or forward plank. Stack the feet, pulling the toes back, breathing here. One more breath. Let's go to the other side. Lower this left hand down, place it on the mat, right in front of your face. This time spiral to the pinky side of that left foot and reach to the right fingertips. I didn't do the modified version on this side, but if you want to have the knee down or stagger the feet, please feel free. My feet are stacked, and I'm breathing. One more breath. And lower down. Let's do a vinyasa. Lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. How's about a rolling plank? Come up on your tippy toes, tuck your chin to your chest, roll forward in the plank. Let's drop the knees. Big toes touch, knees wide. Push your glutes back to your heels.
2 breath child's pose. Inhale, your belly expands. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Seal the lips as you inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Let's think while we're on to our bellies. We're on our bellies. Come onto our finger pads, elbows going toward the ceiling. Let's work our shoulders. Inhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders, and chest. Exhale, look beyond that right shoulder. You should feel in your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center, lift. Exhale, over the opposite shoulder. Inhale, back to center, lift. And over that right shoulder, one more time. Maybe a little further, maybe not. Listen to your body. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, back to center, lift. And the opposite side. Inhale, back to center, lift. And lower down. Place your hands right up on your elbows, your arms are 90 degrees. Come up onto your tippy toes, lift your knees. Push up in the plank, down dog. Down facing dog. Aim that left foot forward 45 degrees. Step the right foot in between the hands. If it doesn't make it, grab your Achilles because I want your knee over your ankle. Make sure the pinky side of this rear foot is anchored down. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. Let's straighten our warrior one. I want to pull back on our right hip, the left hip goes forward. I want to make sure this knee, maybe 90 degrees, this leg, but you want to make sure the knee is over the ankle. Reach through the fingertips, but relax the shoulders. Warrior one. Warrior two, straighten this front leg. Right hand reaches toward the front, left hand reaches toward the back. Heel in line with the instep. Tilt your pelvis forward. Sink into warrior two, gazing over your front middle finger, and we're breathing. Standing strong in both feet. Reverse warrior, reach forward, left hand down the left leg, right hand frames the ear. Bend into the front knee as you reach toward the back. Or you can wrap this left hand around your hip. But I'm bending into this knee as I'm reaching toward the back. One more breath. Straighten this front leg. Keep reaching toward the back. Bend into it and let's windmill, frame this front foot, and go to the other side. Step back to plank, and you can go right to down facing dog or do a vinyasa, lower the chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side, when I anchor this right foot 45 degrees, step the left foot in between the hands. Remember, if it doesn't make it, grab the Achilles, you want the knee over the ankle, anchor this pinky side of this foot, inhale the arms up, warrior one on this side, and we're breathing. Square your hips, pull back on this left hip, the right hip goes forward, reach through your fingertips, but relax your shoulders, and breathe. One more breath. Straighten this front leg. Front heel in line with back instep. Relax the shoulders. Tilt the pelvis forward. Sink into this quad. Take your gaze over this front middle finger and breathing. And then warrior two. I want to make sure shoulders are stacked over the waist, not leaning forward. Shoulders over the waist, breathing. Strong in both feet. One more breath. Flip the palms over, reach forward. Now reverse. Right hand down the right leg, left hand frame. Or you can reach around and grab this left hip. But I'm bending into this left knee as I'm reaching toward the back wall. Bending into this left knee as I reach toward the back wall. Straighten this leg, still reaching. Still reaching. Bending back into this knee. And windmill the frame. Come onto the ball of that back foot. Step back to plank. You can do your vinyasa or go right to down facing dog. I'm going to do a vinyasa. Look in between the hands. Bend the knees, feet to hands, however you need to get there. Inhale your back flat. And exhale forward. I'm going to grab my ankles again and try to lengthen my torso down my leg. Shoulders, weight, ears. Release and look up. Arms spread wide as we come to stand. Our palms touch up top. Lower the hands to heart center. Hands on our side. Balance time. Remember, in balance postures, since you're working on the stabilizing muscles, even wobbling or just attempting them is extremely beneficial. So, I'm going to start off our first balance on this leg, and we're going to do a little quad stretch. So, we're going to lift all 5 toes, create space, and relax them. I'm going to reach behind, grab this right heel, pull into my glute, line up my knees, and breathe. And breathe, a nice quad stretch, and we're working on balance, relaxing our shoulders. Holding here for 5, 4, breathe, 2, and release. Other side, this foot. I'm going to lift all 5 toes, create space. Relax them. I'm going to bend this left knee, grab the foot, pull the heel into the glute, line the knees up, relax the shoulders, and breathe. I feel a nice stretch in my front quad, also working on balance. You may be able to see me wobbling, that's part of it. I'm going to hold here for 7 seconds. 6, 5, breathe, 2, and release. Yogic squat, my favorite. Splay your toes out slightly. They may want to be widen hips with distance or not. And try to just keep your toes in line with your knees, right? You want to try to not lift your heels, but if your hips are tight, grab a block, sit on a block. Elbow inside the knees, glutes down, chest up, breathing. Maybe you can get lower, the block lower. Glutes down, chest up, breathing. Or maybe you can even move the block. Same moves apply. Glutes down, chest up, breathing. And smiling, happy hips. Yes, we carry a lot of stress in our hips. This releases all the tension and stress that we carry. One more breath. And I'm going to make sure I get that block out of the way. Make my way onto my back. Getting ready for a little back bend and a little core work all in one. So, our feet are hips width distance apart, ankles up under our knees. We want to engage the soles of our feet to lift our pelvis. Roll onto our shoulders. Can you clasp your hands up under you? This is the back bend, so in bridge pose, your chest chases your chin, but your chin runs away from your chest. Chest chases your chin, but your chin runs away from your chest. If you want to add some core work, lift that right heel. Heel goes toward the ceiling, and I'm still pressing down into this left foot to lift and lift and lift. Switch. Right foot down. Left heel going toward the ceiling. Press into the sole of that right foot to lift. Lift. Chin going toward the chest. Chest going toward the chin. Chin running away from the chest. And we're lifting. And we're lifting. And we'll lift it and lower down. Bridge pose for another 7 more seconds. Give it all you got. Leading with the pelvis, driving with the glutes. And to exit this posture, come up onto our tippy toes, tilt the pelvis high, and slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Let's give ourselves a nice big hug. Hug our knees from our bodies. Let's rock side to side. Let's rock forward and back. A little twist. So let's extend the left leg down the mat. Pull the right knee into the chest, then the armpit. And now let's take the right knee and left hand, pull it over to the left side of our body, and we reach and look right. Ooh, fly. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. See if you can surrender that much more on the exhale. Maybe that knee touches the mat before, maybe it doesn't. I'll have my left hand on the outside of my right knee and I'm not pulling. It just adds a nice little natural weight. Other side. We're going back onto our backs. Hug both knees to the body again. This time we send the right leg down the mat. Pull the left knee into the chest first, then the armpit. And now take the left knee, transfer to the right side of the body, and you reach and look left. Same rules apply. Keep both shoulders on the mat. Try to. And on your exhale, see if you can surrender that much more. Maybe the knee touches the mat on the other side of the body, maybe not. Breathing. Don't judge yourself, just notice the difference between each side and determine where you need to work. And a lot of things can influence how your body responds. Lifestyle, injuries, and other things. So again, don't judge yourself. Just go along for the journey. One more breath. And let's go and hug the knees back into the body. And let's get inverted. Let's get our hearts high in our brains, so our brains can get some fresh blood. Shoulder stand. Now, if you suffer from certain issues, like hypertension, you may not want to do this, but otherwise it's good to give our brains some fresh blood. So we're going to come onto our shoulders, roll onto our shoulders, try to bring our elbows as close together as possible, and our hands as high on our back as possible. And then we're going to set our feet toward the ceiling, and we're going to try to create a straight line from our collarbone to our toes. And spread the toes, the balls if you want, to the ceiling, like you're walking in stilettos on the clouds. And we'll breathe. Drive our pelvis forward to try to create that straight line, because most people look like this, but the work is in driving your pelvis forward. 10, 15 breaths, just breathing. Constantly working. One more breath, and we always stay for our exhale. To exit out of shoulder stand, release our hands in pike, and then we're going to lower down with some control. And landing on Shavasana. Shavasana, palms are face up. And away from the body, shoulder blades tucked under. Toes fall naturally out to the corners of our mat. Blink our eyes closed. And land into this final posture. Relaxing our brow. Letting the eyeballs fall back into the skull. Relaxing the jaw. Don't clench your teeth. Relaxing the tongue. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly. And just doing a body scan to see how you feel. And use the breath work to release any tension that you may be holding in your body. Busy times, phones are buzzing, but it's important to take time for yourself. The work will be there, trust me. You may want to set a timer, because I suggest doing Shavasana no less than 5 minutes. This is an important part of the practice, because it seals in all the work we just did the last several minutes. Bringing it back to life by moving our toes and fingers and making circles with our ankles and our wrists. Giving ourselves one last good morning stretch, reaching above our crown point and flexing the feet below. And hugging our knees into our bodies one last time. Show gratitude. Before making our way over onto our favorite side, resting in a comfortable fetal position with our head on our bicep. While keeping our eyes closed, use our hands to push ourselves up into a comfortable seat. Your eyes are closed and making your way into a comfortable seat. Inhale the arms up, our palms touch. Let's lower our hands to heart center. Pressing the thumbs into the sternum, lifting the shoulders and relaxing down the back. And blink the eyes open. Hey gang, I hope you guys enjoyed this sequence as much as I did. Again, my name is Akil, and this is the Path of the Yogi. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Enlighten me, honors enlighten each and every one of you. Namaste.